Welcome back, everybody. Hemingway Land YouTube channel. You know the drill. You are all special and wonderful creatures for subscribing and watching these videos week after week. Welcome back. Anyway, as you guys probably observed, I was not around last week. We did not do a video last week. The last video we did ended with this guy saying, we'll be back in 5 days with a new video. And then we weren't. Because, as noted in the last video from 2 weeks ago, it was birthday week. Last week, guys, birthday week. And we elected to be very, very lazy last week. And completely contradicting what I just said, we were also very busy and consumed with the new, oh, here it comes, guys, here it comes. The new website, the Phantom website, which may or may not go live sometime before the next Olympics. Who knows? Whatever the case, we're in the process of migrating roughly 200 active listings to a website that is only like 80% functional, which is a real pain. It'd be great if we were 100% functional, because then, you know, when you move the content over, you would just go through a checklist of like, is that done? Is that done? Is that done? Yeah. All right, good. Move on to the next one. But we can't do that. We have 200 listing pages with 28 mistakes on each one. And we need to correct those mistakes, guys. We need those mistakes to not exist before the new website goes live, because I know, I will bet all the money in my pockets against all the money in your pockets that if we have a listing page go live and it says, for instance, warranty deed instead of special warranty deed, that's going to be the one piece of information that buyer remembered. They won't remember what state the property's in, but you said you were going to write a warranty deed will absolutely be the thing that they glom onto. Ergo, a little bit of Latin, people. Ergo, we want to make sure that all of the details are correct, and we cannot correct all of the details. Anyway, aside from that, however, guys, it was birthday week last week, and special thanks, guys, to all of the delightful, mostly aquarii who were commenting on the YouTube channel about wishing birthday greetings, birthday salutations, birthday wishes, and to all the people who wrote us emails about this. You would not believe how many people will write emails instead of just responding on the YouTube channel. You could leave a comment on the YouTube channel and, you know, help us goose the YouTube algorithm that tells YouTube, yeah, people actually watch this guy. Yeah, they actually engage with him. But a few people do not do that. They do, however, write emails. Whatever the case, special thanks to all those people, mostly aquarii, who were doing that last week. So anyway, that's topic number one. Topic number two, guys, we're going to be reducing the prices of certain properties. We will call it outside factors. Outside factors will be my diplomatic explanation of that. I will, however, say that with the, again, Phantom website, one day going live, I would like some of the older listings to be removed, mostly because, for instance, there's videos on those pages that show the old website, and I know it, guys. I know that if we have a video showing the old website on the new website, that will confuse people. So I prefer not to take my chances on the amount of people who will be confused by, what website is this? Blah, blah, blah. Ergo, a little bit of Latin once again, we will be reducing the prices on, starting off with Yavapai County properties in Arizona, as well as Elko County properties in Nevada. And perhaps you're saying, Hemingway, how much will you be reducing each property by? Well, here's the thing, guys. That will be in the email blast this weekend, mostly because at the time that I am recording this video, I haven't figured it out completely. Number one. And number two, well, no, it's mostly just number one. There you go, guys. It'll be in the email blast, so check it out this weekend. And the listing page will likely be updated for this weekend, so you guys will be amongst the first to know. All of these fantastic price reductions, I am fairly certain things are going down about something like 25%. Don't quote me on that exactly, but some of those properties will. Additionally, new terms will be offered on those properties with probably lower down payments. We're trying to move those. And we will probably also be doing some price reductions on some other properties as the weeks go on. As one week bleeds into the next, you'll probably see a little bit more of this, so stay tuned. And for the record, once again, guys, that's going to be properties that have been around for a while, so if something goes live this weekend, you know, don't call the office and be like, hey, can I get a price reduction on that? No, you can't. No. Furthermore, price reductions will be done on certain property. They will not be done on all properties, guys. So if you see a property where the price was not reduced, you know, again, calling the office to be like, hey, will you reduce the price of that? No, probably not. That's the answer. Anyway, with all that said, guys, special thanks Special thanks to all our valued customers. In the past week, we got a bunch of people buying properties. We've also got a bunch of people giving us $500 deposits. Will they complete those transactions? Tune in next month to find out. Whatever the case, starting off, guys, in Valencia County, sold some land to David, as well as Terry and Erica. A lot of couples buying land this past week, guys. Must be a Valentine's thing. Because in Socorro County, also sold some land to Dylan and Liz, Levi and Danielle, Anna and Adnan, and returning customer, Sam. Also up in Taos County, sold some land to returning customer Blair. Shockingly, guys, we listed 3 properties in Taos County last week, and right now, what is it, Wednesday morning I'm doing this? 2 of them, 2, are still in inventory. That's a record, because usually it's like boom, boom, boom. They go in one day. Anyway, with all that said, guys, going live on the website this week, we are back in ba-boom, Socorro County. Yes, people, once again, Socorro County. And I know many of you are thinking, oh my God, Hemingway, come on, mix it up, buddy. A little diversity in the inventory. And I know, guys. Here's the thing. Aside from the fact we've got properties we can't get photographed at the moment because they're covered in a mountain of snow, we're also spending a lot of time migrating the old listings over to the new site, and so we'll be leaning heavily for a few weeks on these small dollar properties. Not only people, because the listing pages are so easy to produce, but also, as I have mentioned in previous videos, we like to list these for the same reason Willie Sutton liked to rob banks. Whatever the case, going live on the site today, we've got 7 new 1-acre lots out here in Rio Grande Estates, which, as all of you know, is a region completely devoid of planning and zoning restrictions. Therefore, it is ideal for RVs, camping, tiny homes, yurts. Want to go live in a yurt? You can live in a yurt out here, so on and so forth. And that is why so many of our buyers love this region. Of course, as always, guys, I will let you review these at your leisure, but I will, as always, take you through the highlights. Here we go. Starting off, this first property sits just north of the highway along Uranga, just west of Cordova and 1 block north of Trevino. And I mentioned street names like Trevino because, as you can see on the map here, there are a few developed home sites on that road in this region and a utility easement connecting those homes to, yes, the neighboring subdivision over here. So while the specific property does not have power at the lot line, it does sit within 500 feet of residential power lines, which usually makes these things easier and more affordable to get connected to the grid. Our next property is one of a handful we have located in the part of RGE south of the highway, more specifically down here along Fresno Ave, about 1,000 feet west of the developed home site and power lines you see over here. Additionally, this region south of the highway tends to be popular because it is a little more built up with utilities, yet not as many people living out here. This, of course, means you have both privacy as well as greater ability to get connected to the grid. Speaking of privacy, segue, our next lot is located just a few streets over along Del Mar. This one's a corner lot which shares a boundary with Pomona. More to the point, however, Pomona is the easternmost north-south road, if that makes sense, over here in this part of the sub. Put another way, people, this is one of the last lots in this region, which basically backs up to all the land you see here, roughly a couple hundred acres of government land. Point being, if you're the type who never wants neighbors, buying land in a location like this is a good way to ensure you'll never have them. Next up, also south of the highway, also a corner lot. This next one is located where Napa meets Chula Vista. Of course, it's hard to see on the satellite map, but this is a corner lot, and the nearest power lines are relatively close, roughly about 800 feet northwest of the subject property at this utility easement right here. And finally, guys, this next one is located also south of the highway where Gardenia meets Corona, roughly about 800 feet from the developed home sites. We'll call them developed home sites, and power lines you see pictured here. 2 more properties are going live this week out here, but I will let you review those on your own time. Moving on, we're also back this week in, yes, you guessed it, Taos County, with some more new properties in these regions that are also very lax on zoning. This time, however, we're up in Tres Piedras Estates with 2 new lots, 1 half-acre lot, and one of these rare combinations of adjacent acreage totaling 1 acre. That 1 acre, when we go to the map, you will see is located in Unit 4, which, of course, sits just south of the highway in a more removed part of the subdivision. A little secluded, guys, will require the standard off-road capable vehicle, but as you can see from the map, not a lot of developed parcels out here, so not a lot of neighbors either. The big selling point, however, is that when you have a property of this size, meaning anything over 3/4 of an acre, you will be able to develop it with a conventional well and a conventional septic system. And for the uninitiated, that may not sound like a big deal, but the workarounds on things like this typically get pricey. When you don't have to worry about them, you save a lot of money, a lot of scratch, people. Additionally, 1 whole acre of land is very difficult to come by out here, which means owning this will give you a lot more land than any of your neighbors have. True story. With all that said, going live on the website next week, get ready, people. More spectacular small dollar properties in all your favorite regions of New Mexico. Until that time, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you back here in next week's video.